Trading podcasts are a great way to hear how others approach the market. I really like podcasts for the reason that they are ways to get in this inside the mind of real traders that have real track records. Not all, but a lot of these podcasts will vet their traders to make sure that they're actually profitable. They'll never divulge their exact step by step strategy of when to buy and sell. Again, nobody will do that. But being able to listen to hundreds or even thousands of different approaches to the market.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch, this is my life.
That is absolutely gold. And I have come up with some of my best ideas that I have spent months, if not years, attacking and testing and implementing based off of just a couple minutes of specific podcasts. One of my favorite podcasts is Chat with Traders just because of the velocity of great traders that they get on their podcast. So definitely check that one out. There are a ton of trading podcasts out there that can help you get in the mind of a trader. And you can see all of the different ways that they attack the market. And then your light bulbs will go off when you hear an idea. And then again, you can go test that idea in the past, see if it actually works in the past. If it works in the past, it's not guaranteed to work in the future, but it's much more likely. Chat with traders. Perfect. So trading podcasts here. Let's get it. What's up, Landon? How you doing, dude? What you up to, bro? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's go here and trading books. I really love trading books to learn ideas and approaches to the market. Again, it's unlikely that anybody's going to ever just say, hey, buy and sell at this point, that point. But what I love about books is that it's usually the person's best work over the past X or Y years. Meaning, most people don't spend a day making a book. They'll spend like a year or two, maybe even more sometimes. And it's usually based off of their ideas that they've tested in the past. Meaning maybe they've been trading for 10 years and then they write a book about it. Well, then you get to learn everything really in depth. And you know that they're usually bringing their best ideas. There's a lot of great books out there on trading. I would really go ahead and read as many as possible. I personally like to use Audible as I can be exercising, walking the dog, whatever, and be listening to these ideas and just stay in the minds of these traders. Because again, one idea can change your trading system for life. One of my favorite series of books here is called Market Wizards. Jack Schwager, he interviews the best traders of all time. And he has a whole series of books. probably like 50 plus traders now. So you get to see the vast array of different strategies that all of these traders are trading. Again, nobody's going to give you a profitable trading strategy off the bat, but being able to learn from 50 different traders, you'll be able to craft your own strategy that you can then go ahead and test to see if it worked in the past. Now remember, just because it worked in the past does not mean it's going to work in the future. That is because the market is ever changing. But this RBI system that I'm teaching here will show you how to ensure that it works in the future as well. I'll talk about that later, but trading books are usually the person's best ideas. So if you have the time and the resources, get yourself an Audible account and start listening. Wow, that's a big liquidation, dude. Holy smokes. 12.25 million and not, oh my, oh god. Okay, I didn't mean to put it there, but geez, that's some big legs here. Get that out of here, bro. Oh man, I just deleted all the licks, dude. That was bad. That was really bad. I hit Command L there, and that's okay. We'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing. But let me go to my Flow Pro here. Okay, there we go. So trading books. Trading YouTube. Go ahead and read a couple of these questions. I'm out. I hate school, but I gotta stay productive. Stay productive, Big Onk. Thanks, bro. Much love, dude. Much love. Much love. Isn't day trading just gambling with extra steps? Chunky says. Yes, I would say that, especially if you're trading by hand. I think trading is very close to gambling when you're trading by hand because you're making decisions off a whim and there's no data behind it. So, yes, day trading by hand is gambling. It's not free anymore. Jumping back on these 15 days of coding. Nice, Landon. GM, Arteo, what's up? 777, dude. He says, I love you, dude. 777. Much love, bro. Videos. There are various video platforms. Obviously, YouTube is the number one platform. Can you get good trading strategies from YouTube? Well, just like the rest of the places to get strategies, nobody's going to say, hey, this is a strategy that you could run and make $1 million. You know that. Now, I put videos as the last way simply because videos are easier to make, and look at it from that perspective. Anybody can make a YouTube video, which is good and bad, because that means you could learn from some kid in Kentucky and he could have something that helps you create a really great trading system. No, it's not going to be plug and play. We know that. But the tricky thing about video is that anybody can make a YouTube video. So there's a lot of noise on YouTube. There's a lot of ideas that don't work. So I feel like the quality is lower, but the quantity is higher. I have learned a lot from YouTube as the quantity is so high. And at the end of the day, you're really trying to spark your brain to that idea that changes your system forever. So I don't want to leave out YouTube videos. You can type in trading strategies. You can type in trending strategies. You can type in mean reversion. You can type in crypto. You can type in any type of indicator, and you'll find a wealth of knowledge on anything you type in to YouTube. Just remember that it's easy to post on YouTube, so anybody can post. At the end of the day, you're just looking for ideas that you can put into your systems, and then you can test to see if they actually work in the past. So with YouTube videos, you literally have unlimited research that you
No,
can do.
it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it isn't, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things, and then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for
Favorite? Why they do the European favorite? He says smashing day 12. Nice, dude. Loving it. I have 3 questions. Why do you pick 11th bid or ask? Is there a reason? No. How do you find arbitrage? Is it hit and trial? No, it's math. How do you maintain research in RBI data like notes and all? I use Apple Notes. I use Apple Notes and my code editor. I find it funny people outside the US use the word doubts. I have 3 doubts because here in America, that word is like, I know what you mean because I know because I've been working with people internationally for a long time now, but I don't know how to explain this. Maybe I can use AI to explain it. Let me just use some AI to explain this funny thing that I've noticed. It's nothing against you. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the questions. So I find it interesting that here in the United States, we never say I have 3 doubts of your training. Like for example, if I purchased a training from somebody, I would never be like, "Yo, I have 3 doubts of your training." That insinuates that like that you doubt something, like it doesn't work, or it's like this is whack, or it's kind of a negative connotation here in the United States. But it seems like outside the US, they use doubts as, hey, I've got 3 questions. But if people would say that in that way, that comes off so much different than saying, hey, I have 3 doubts of your training. Because, hey, I have 3 doubts of your training means like, yo, I doubt this shit's gonna work. Or I doubt this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, can you articulate that difference here for me? I'm having a hard time explaining this to the chat, and I think it's a very interesting conversation because when reading the written word, especially country to country, things can get misconstrued so easily. So I just try to like be kind to the words and know that everybody kind of says things differently. But yeah, explain that difference between doubts and questions. I feel like in other parts of the world, doubts is a synonym for questions, but doubts is definitely not a synonym for question here in the US. I want to see what she says about that. I just got here. What we doing? Meme coins or regular markets? You've made a fascinating observation about cross-cultural language differences. Let me break this down. In the US, doubt carries a negative connotation. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I get a lot of people asking questions like, yeah, I got a question. In India, yes. Okay, so yeah, I get it a lot from India, and I know it's all kind. I know it's just a different word